just regarding the short, sci-fi short, Eosphere, such a good show, a film. I really like this. I like this story. Um, it felt like just, you know, a tragedy happened. The son died, and the father and the mother are divorced, and it's just, you know, a robot and spaceship that they built, the father and son built together. And I love the robot. The voiceover for the robot, the performer was really good. I mean, I just love the robot. There was something special about it. I think could have like an ET quality almost to some degree. It just gave me good feelings. At first I was like, is this robot going to be sinister and weird when it came alive? But I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad it went the way it went. The camera work was great. Editing flowed very nicely. Really cool effects. Just the story was cool, unique. I liked it a lot. I liked the script, and the performances were really good. The lead guy was really good. And the robot came alive for me. I just felt like the robot was a character, and just all the camera shots of him taking the paper out of the robot's hand, and I just loved all of it. I want to see more. I want to see the robot. I guess the robot was in the spaceship. I don't know at the end when it went up into space, or if he was even sleeping and dreaming about that. But I would love to see more of this in some way, shape, or form. So great job to everybody, and good luck.
All right, I just finished watching Eosphere. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I enjoyed this piece. I thought it was well done. It had a good sense of heart and compassion with the backdrop of the passing of the son and sort of the deterioration of the husband and wife's relationship. And I thought it had a really great grounded and naturalistic approach that was really matched by the acting performances by everybody excuse me, on screen. I thought that the lead actor himself really carried grief and sort of pain well, and I thought it really created a sort of meditative and ruminative approach to the sci-fi concept that is quite interesting. Watching his relationship with the robot and watching how he's trying to deal with what happened to his son and how his life has changed. I thought it was a really interesting angle to sort of explore through a sci-fi lens. So I thought it was well done, well acted. I had a good sense of rhythm with the cinematography, and ultimately I feel like it was very effective in portraying a sense of grief and longing and a sort of a missing piece in your heart that you're trying to fill, and trying to find hope in filling that. So I thought it was well done in that sense, and I ended up enjoying it for those reasons.
Eosphere. Eosphere is a touching film, very moving, very touching. This scientist sharing this relationship with his little robot, and then in the end sending him in space. I think there is also a connection between the title and the name of the robot. The robot is called Eos, and then Eosphere mean in the end when obviously it goes into the space. I think it is also was very clever. What I liked, it was the relationship between the two. It's a kind of father and son relationship, and it's very sad. It's also satisfying in the end because the robot manages to conclude the character arc and fulfill its purpose. But at the same time, it was very touching to see the scientist feeling so sad about it. I think overall there was also a great usage of the camera, a fantastic cinematography, and obviously the most important part, the robot. The robot is amazing how we can see such a perfect robot in an independent production. This must have cost a lot of money. So an extra praise goes towards the prop master, the set designer, and all the team behind the construction of the robot itself. Overall, a very, very touching and beautiful short. Congratulations.
I really liked Eosphere. It was very, very cute. Just seeing the tiny little robot that was Eos. it was also a very heartfelt story about grieving and loss. Uh, and you see his dream to essentially travel to space, but also keep that sense of childhood wonder within him, um, which definitely makes the ending all that more sweet. And I definitely enjoyed it.
Eosphere. Well, this sci fi piece had a lot of heart. The skillful storytelling with the use of the little robot just brought little moments of joy and light to a really sad, sad story. And the lead character really played this well, this father suffering from grief. The final scene was just amazing. This parallel crescendo of the launching the rocket out of the house and the flashbacks of just seconds before the tragic accident, and the voiceover with a letter to his wife and the soundtrack. That all was just so tastefully done and really effective. And the character is coming to terms with how he's going to survive this life tragedy. I just thought it was so good, and as sad as it was, I was glad I got to see that show. Thank you.
So I just got done watching Eosphere. Really enjoyed the film. I thought this was some solid filmmaking. I loved the low key, toned down vibe of it. To me, the whole thing felt like an episode of Black Mirror. It's very cinematic and makes use of some great storytelling, especially the world building. I thought the sort of subtle world building here was really cool. I loved the VFX in this piece. I thought the robot was really well done. Again, it felt like Black Mirror to me as I was watching it. I thought the set design was really strong. I really appreciated the attention to detail through this film. I loved the emotional ending. I thought that was really effective. I like how the film uses VFX to support the emotion and the storytelling in the film. Overall, I just thought this was super thoughtful and imaginative, and I enjoyed watching it. Great work.
Eosphere was very effective in that it really put me in the feeling of the main character and really was genuinely effective in making me feel his pain. With like the divorce and like the papers and all of that. Like, when she comes to serve him and all of that, like I really was like, dang, that's rough. And like with the ending with the Mars and he's crying, I was like, you really feel it. And I think that's what this story this short film signs is like the ability ability to invoke feeling in the audience. Also, the little robot Eos was adorable in a Wally type way and in a Chappie type way, kinda. I don't know, I never seen Chappie, but yeah, overall it was really well done. So good job.